Niger boat tragedy death toll climbs to 24 as divers recover 8 more bodies. Gunmen strike in the Navy, killing 2 police officers. Senate revives bail on South-South Development Commission suspension. On the foreign scene, Iran resumes flights following missile strikes on Israel. Hello and welcome to Trust TV's news update. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Thank you for joining us. Divers have recovered 8 more bodies from water on Thursday morning, a day after a passenger boat conveying Maulid celebrants capsized at Bajibomo local government area of Niger State. According to the Niger State Emergency Management Agency, the recovery brought the total number of deaths to 24. A boat with 300 people on board had capsized after taking off from Mundi community, just a short distance to the victim's destination. Gunmen early Thursday killed 2 policemen in Urago, Navy North local government area of Anambra State. The officers were conducting investigations in the area when the attack occurred. Confirming the killings, the police public relations officer of the command, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, stated that the Joint Security Force has begun a manhunt for the armed men who murdered the 2 police operatives during their investigation. According to him, preliminary information revealed that the armed men opened fire on the police operatives upon sighting them and threw an improvised explosive into the operational vehicle. Tragically, 2 of the operatives lost their lives and the vehicle caught fire. The PPRO urged members of the public, especially eyewitnesses, to assist with the ongoing police operations in the area. The High Court of the Federal Capital Territory FCT in Maitama has issued a public summons against immediate past Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello to attend court and answer to a fresh 16-count charge against him. Now, the summons Bello is to attend court on October 24 in response to the summons and for his arraignment along with 2 other defendants. Justice Marianne Anini issued the order for public summons and ruling on Thursday following an application by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Justice Anini ordered the EFCC to publish the public summons in a widely circulating newspaper, also ordered the EFCC to paste copies of the public summons on Bello's last known address in conspicuous places and court premises. The FCC had claimed that it had been unable to serve Bello with the charge filed on September 24 and in which the ex-governor and 2 others were charged with criminal breach of trust to the tune of 110.4 billion naira. The other 2 defendants in the charge are Umar Oricha and Abdusalam Hudu. Bello's absence stalled the arraignment earlier scheduled for Thursday. The Senate has received President Bola Tinubu's communication seeking consideration and passage of the proposed fiscal policy and tax reform bill to align with ongoing financial reforms of the federal government and enhance efficiency in tax compliance. The House of Representatives also received 4 bills forwarded by the President. They include the Nigerian Tax Bill, the Nigerian Tax Administration Bill, the Nigeria Revenue Establishment Bill, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill. In the 64th Independence Anniversary speech, Tinubu said some economic stabilization bills would be transmitted to the National Assembly. The transformative bills, according to the President, will make the business environment in Nigeria more friendly, stimulate investment, and reduce the tax burden on businesses and workers once they are passed into law. Also, the chairman of the Presidential Task Force on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Taiwo Oyedele, said the Withholding Tax Regulations 2024 has been gazetted. The Senate has reopened debate on a bill to establish the South-South Development Commission, which was suspended in July. The bill was suspended after a larger number of the senators voted against it through voice votes. However, in a fresh twist, the expression, "what is good for the goose is good for the gander," prevailed on Thursday as the lawmakers began making a case for its reconsideration. They hinged the argument on the premise that every zone is fundamentally entitled to its commission. The bill, sponsored by Senator Ishaku representing Cross River South, was kicked against by a substantial number of lawmakers 3 months ago. They urged that the bill is a duplication of the functions of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC), which already takes care of the objectives of the proposed piece of legislation. So far, nearly 10 senators have embraced the merits of the commission, saying that it will be development-based, not resource-based like the NDDC. The bill has been referred to the Committee on Special Duties to report back within 1 week. The former acting governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Folashodun, has said he learned that there were intrigues in politics in the Naira redesign exercise carried out in 2022. Shonubi, then Deputy Governor of Operations before his appointment as acting CBN governor, said the former governor of the CBN, Godwin Emefiele, told him and others that there were intrigues in politics in the whole exercise. Shonubi, now retired and the prosecution's third witness, made this claim in reaction to a question from Emefiele's lawyer, Olaliko Ojo, at the resumed hearing in the trial of the ex-governor of the CBN. Emefiele is being prosecuted by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) before the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) on 4 counts bordering on disobedience to the direction of law and illegal act causing injury to the public about the Naira design exercise. Ojo had asked Shonubi if, as a seasoned CBN banker, he was aware of the intrigues and politics in the Naira redesign exercise. The witness said he ordinarily did not know, but learned from Emefiele during one of their meetings that there were indeed intrigues and politics in the exercise. The witness, however, did not say if Emefiele told them what the intrigues and politics were. Justice Sylvanus Origi of the Federal Capital Territory High Court has granted former governor of Taraba State, Dairus Ishaku, bail to the tune of 150 million naira and 2 sureties in like sum. The 2 sureties must be residents in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, with their house addresses verified by the registrar of the court. The judge said one of them must be a director with the Federal Civil Service. The former governor was arraigned by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) on a 27 billion naira alleged fraud before Justice Origi. Justice Origi barred the former governor and his co-defendant, Bello Hero, from traveling out of the country except with permission from the court. Into political matters. Ahead of the local government polls in Jigawa, the State Police Command has imposed restrictions on all forms of vehicular movement from 12 a.m. on Friday, October 4, 2024, to 6 p.m. on Saturday, October 5, 2024, except for those on essential duties. This is contained in a statement by the Command's Public Relations Officer, DSP Lawan Shizu Adam, on Thursday. According to the statement, only vehicles on essential duties or services such as JSEC officials, election observers, ambulances for medical emergencies, and firefighters, among others, are exempted from the restriction imposed on vehicular movement. He reminded political parties and their supporters in the state that the ban on political thuggery and use of weapons during elections is still in force, adding that anyone caught will be arrested and prosecuted. Similarly, the command also warned all security aides and escorts from accompanying their principals and politicians to polling units and collation centers during the election period. Adam said the command, in collaboration with all sister security agencies and other relevant stakeholders, will work harmoniously to fish out troublemakers and their sponsors, adding that anyone caught will be arrested and arraigned to face the full wrath of the law. Traders operating at Yalemo Market in Ungor-Uku area of Kano State are complaining about the neglect by Waste Management Authority for some years. The market, which is one of the largest markets for fruits and other perishable food in the state, produces a lot of waste daily. Trust TV's Abdulaziz Ibrahim has more on this report.
This is El Lemo Fruit Market, one of the largest in the country, which attracts traders from several African countries. A lot of waste is generated daily from the market's activities, but without proper evacuation, it has accumulated into a towering pile of refuse. According to traders, this mountain of waste has become more than just an eyesore as it poses serious health risks.
Gaskiya babban kalubale dinmu a kasuwan nan shara. Akwai wani guri wanda muke tara shara.
Our main problem in this market is refuse. There is a place that we have always dumped refuse for long that Remasab comes to evacuate, but it has become a challenge because of a water supply pipe which the trucks usually damage.
We deal with basically fruits, therefore it's a perishable product. It can spoil within a short period of time. Then that refuse is our number one challenges in the market. As you can see, if you look at my back, you can see it is a dumping site where we used to dump our spoilage, and under it is a pipeline that lead water from waterboard into the states. And when motor of Remasab come to park out that dustbin at the dumping site, they used to break that pipe, which is giving us problem. Like now, we are the market authorities that even call the attention of waterboard to close the water so that the people will not be consuming germs into their bodies.
Traders at the market, like many others in the Ungwar Uku area of Kano State, say they are frustrated by the lack of action. Market association leaders say despite numerous appeals to the authorities, their pleas continue to fall on deaf ears.
God knows we've did our part, we did what we can, and we are appealing to our leaders, more especially the government, the governor, the senator, and even our representatives, that they should come and intervene into this so that we'll be at peace and we will continue producing hygienic products.
Domin ta wannan kasuwa da kake gani daga Niger zuwa Burkina Faso.
You see, this market, people come from Niger, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, and other African countries. They come here to buy fruits and they also bring fruits here to sell. So we feel it is important that this waste situation should be addressed quickly. While efforts to reach local waste management authorities proved abortive, the impact of this waste on health and livelihoods remains. Abdulaziz Ibrahim, Trust TV News.
More stories. The National Association of Nigerian Students on Wednesday rejected the National Examination Council's 50,000 naira fee for reprinting of certificates. The new policy was announced in a statement by NECO on September 30, 2024 by the Registrar of NECO in Minna, Niger State, Dantani Wushishi. According to the statement, the 50,000 naira fee with certificate reprint is subjected to periodic review and the reprint request and will only be approved within 1 year of the original certificate issuance. Reacting to the new fee, NAN's Clerk of the Senate, Abdul Yakini Oduayo, in a statement described the decision as outrageous and a commercialization of education. Oduayo explained that the fee is an unacceptable burden on students coming at a time when many are struggling to make ends meet. He stressed that economic hardship is taking a toll on Nigerian students, adding that the new policy by NECO gives room to doubt its commitment to education. There's a growing trend among young people where speaking their native languages is quickly going out of style. Many weren't taught or simply abandoned it under peer pressure. Jimmy Azande reports on the phenomena in Markadi, the Benue State capital.
Nigeria, like many African nations, boasts of over 200 ethnic groups. Sadly, only a few are actively working to preserve their indigenous languages. This has become a major concern for elders who feel the younger generation is neglecting their cultural heritage. For those of us who are members of the Traditional Council, we are worried with this trend. Oftentimes, we discuss to chart the way forward. But it seems we cannot do it alone. We are begging on whoever is concerned to help. Some residents express concern that parents and guardians are failing to teach their children their native languages, unlike in the past. They worry that many parents prioritize Pidgin or English over their mother tongues. School administrators say they are limited in what they can do if parents don't reinforce language learning at home.
The parents are so happy to say that my children don't know how to speak T. They don't know how to speak their mother tongue, and they're so proud about it. And so we were speaking to the director of secondary, and we told him that it is actually wise that we have we have languages. We know we study language, we study French, but we don't study Tiv language in school. So it is wise that we introduce Tiv and Idoma in schools, like in our schools here in Benue State.
We discover that now we find ourselves in a situation whereby instead of the parents to speak their own mother tongue with the children at home, most of them speak English. So the English language should be left for the teachers in school, while the parents should speak and teach their children their mother tongue.
Some parents, they are not teaching their son their mother language, their own language, and which is not good, which is not proper. I want to advise parents that at least try to teach your son your language.
The government, teachers and parents must unite to address the language challenge if Nigeria's rich cultural diversity is to be preserved for future generations. Jimmy Azandi, Trust TV News, Makurdi.
In business, oil marketers have said that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited portal used to purchase petrol has been shut against dealers, making it impossible for them to apply for the commodity purchase. They said marketers are still awaiting over 90 million litres of petrol from the state-owned company, valued at about 79 billion naira. Marketers had complained over their inability to order petrol, with the NNPC confirmed the shutdown of its purchasing portal last month. According to NNPC spokesperson Olufemi Shoneye, the company shut the portal due to a significant backlog. Shoneye explained that the shutdown became necessary to stop NNPC from holding marketers' capital for too long. Away from Nigeria, Iran has resumed flights at its airports on Thursday after a brief suspension following its missile attack on Israel. The Islamic Republic launched 200 missiles at Israel on Tuesday evening, marking its second ever direct attack on its sworn enemy, following a missile and drone attack in April. Both domestic and international flights were grounded for security reasons until 5 a.m. on Thursday. Iran's Civil Aviation Organization spokesman Jafar Yazrulu confirmed the resumption, citing the lifting of restrictions. The European Union Aviation Safety Agency has advised European airlines to avoid Iranian airspace until October 31, with the situation under ongoing review. The Djiboutian Coast Guard has been retrieving bodies of migrants who drowned off the coast of the Horn of Africa. The UN Migration Agency said on Tuesday that 2 vessels carrying migrants sank in the Red Sea off the coast of Djibouti, killing 45 people, with dozens still missing. The International Organization for Migration in Djibouti is supporting state emergency services in search and rescue operations for missing persons. They said that so far, 55 people have been rescued and are receiving medical and psychosocial support. The migrants said they were forced off the vessel in open sea by smugglers. IOM said the boats had departed from Yemen carrying 310 people. Thousands of migrants from African, Middle Eastern and South Asian countries seeking a better life in Europe attempt irregular migration every year. In sports, the House of Representatives has passed a resolution to probe the abysmal performance of Team Nigeria at the Paris 2024 Olympics to forestall future occurrences. According to the resolution passed on Thursday, the House expressed worry that none of the 82 athletes who represented the country returned with a medal. The lawmakers decried the huge budgets of over 12 billion naira for the events, which yielded nothing. The House also urged President Bola Tinubu to establish a commission of inquiry on sports arbitration in Nigeria. Still in sports, Ayimba FC striker Yemi Olayiwaju said he is excited to secure the maximum points against Akwa United in a rescheduled March Day 3 NPFL clash. Ayimba's new signing, Austin Oyemechi, got the winner for his side against the Promise Keepers when he topped home from Imo Obot's corner kick in the 76th minute to give his side a 1-0 victory in Aba. A delightful Olayiwaju said he knew it was going to be a difficult clash for his side, adding that the most important thing was to get the job done. The new kid on the block expressed joy on his debut and first goal for the People's Elephant. And that's a wrap for news updates at this time. For more news programs and documentaries, do want to follow us on our social media platforms and on our YouTube live stream. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Thank you for joining us at this time.